First of all, many big congratulations for the 2 points against the giants of Asia. We can say that. And for you, what is the most satisfying thing from the results against those two teams, from a team and personal perspective?
Of course, personal is being two-time starter for mine is a great honor, a great feeling, especially how important these games are. And happy to get a lot of minutes of the coach, the chance to show myself and help the team. And overall was two great team performances. Also happy with the clean sheet, happy how solid we are in the back and knowing that we can keep a clean sheet against a giant in Asia. So adding with a personal goal against Saudi Arabia makes this FIFA match day a great feeling.
So was it your goal or Ragnar?
100% my goal. If you go on FIFA.com or AFC, you will see my name. So I'm sorry Ragnar, maaf. Goal is for me.
In the national team, you cannot stay still. Competition is coming up with the imminent arrival of Eliano and Astawi also in the batch ready to give you a fight for your place. Do you think that you got that right wing back spot?
I think it's up to the coach to decide, and I believe me and Asna, we have a great relationship. Eliano also coming in. We have to push each other till the top, till the limit, and support each other, but also push each other and compete for that spot on the right wing back. And it doesn't mean I got the two last games starting on the right wing back that it's for sure 100% I am in the next games also starting. But I will give everything to keep this spot as long as possible, and like I said, help the team. And I believe in the team, in every player in the team. We have a great team, a lot of potential. So no matter who is playing, everybody will give everything for this team.
But your specialty is that you're not only can play at right wing back, you can play in several positions, and Pujian has already done that within the national team. How does he convey what he wants from you, or how does he prepare you tactically from his match? Does he like tell you from a few days back that okay, you're gonna play midfield now, or it's just something that came up on the day of the match?
No, it comes for sure a couple of days. Even sometimes as soon as Garuda calling when I arrive, he mentions what the plan is with me. And sometimes there is no communication and there is no problem. But mostly if I change position, I know a couple of days in advance. So during the video meeting, tactical meeting, I'm aware of my responsibilities, about my task. And he's very good in communicating in that way. So yeah, it's a good coach. He's at the right team, at the right place. So no, the communication is good way. Even though there is language barrier, the communication is very good.
You are now one of the senior players in the team. What kind of advice do you regularly give to the young players?
Well, of course, to work hard, to listen, and to have discipline on and off the field. I don't like players coming too late during meeting or when we have to be for dinner or breakfast. And yeah, every time it happens, I always go and talk to the player in fault. I'm not going to say names, of course, but they know about it. And for me, if you come late for a simple sarapan or something, you will come late on the field. And discipline is very important also with the team we have now. Discipline is very important because to achieve great results against Saudi Arabia and Australia, you need discipline on the field and off the field. And we've been doing it until now, and I'm very proud of the potential in the team. The young players are listening very good, and I told them to improve every day and work very hard. And they are doing it, and I'm telling you, there is a big future for Indonesian football.
Okay, so you said that you scored that goal against Saudi Arabia. That means you scored the goal against Saudi Arabia and against Japan in the Asia Cup. Perhaps two of our most powerful opponents in the past year. Is this like or that aspect of the game that you try to improve upon, especially considering like the perhaps a bit difficulty in the striker department in the up front?
I mean, it's clear we have some trouble scoring goals, maybe in the offensive department, even though I believe we don't have to only look towards the strikers regarding making scoring goals. But because they put also a lot of effort of defending and a lot of effort for the team, But it's true. We need to find a way of scoring goals, and some players need to take their responsibility in that. But I mean, it's I don't want to say it's lucky, but it just happened to be against Japan and Saudi Arabia, two big countries, two big nations in Asia, where I scored my only 2 goals until now. So I was hoping to score yesterday in the first minute against my friend Matthew Ryan against Australia, but that didn't happen. So I'll have to do it in the away game. But every goal from every player is important, especially in this stage of the qualification round.
Okay, in the right side of our team, you played there with Ridho. He's one of the few domestic players who can nail his place in the team. How can you describe his performances over the years?
I've mentioned it many times. Rizky Ridho is by far maybe the guy with the most potential in the team. I believe in him. We trust each other. I trust him a lot. Great guy, great personality, and what a player. I mean, yesterday, what a performance he did against a tough opponent, players who have been playing in England, in Scotland, all over. And hats off to him, and yeah, he's a good friend of me, and I'm very happy to see him develop into an amazing defender and a proud leader also for the team, even at that young age.
As a defensive unit with you, Ridho, and then there's Jai. Can you just explain a bit about his presence on the dressing room?
Well, of course, Jay has stepped up his game into being the leader of the team. By being also the captain, you expected also from him, yes. Maybe the most experience on the highest level, playing in Serie A now. But we have a couple players who bicara banyak in the changing room to the players. I'm also one of them. Yeah, it's sharing experience and just helping each other, even if it's difficult moments, and giving the energy we need. And you can also just feel the energy from the stands, from the fans. So that in combination with talking of the players in the changing room, we are able to do great things like we did the last 2 games for Timnas Indonesia.
Finally, you guys will face 2 tough away days on the October national break. I think, if I count correctly, there's a 24-hour travel time between Jakarta, Bahrain, Qingdao. How difficult is this, that long of an air travel for modern footballers? Even though Eric Thohir said that he's going to charter a flight for you guys.
Well, to be honest, we need to thank Ketum Thohir a lot for how he improved the national team in professional way, helping us to be able to perform on the field in the best way possible. And this is not nothing, organizing a charter for us, especially if the charter doesn't start from here, or let's say it has to do a lot of distance. So a big terima kasih towards him. Traveling is always a part of the game, and we have a lot of players overseas, so it's tough, and you learn out of it, but it's still hard for the body, for the mental. But as long as you get results, it's not a problem. So if we get a good result in Bahrain, believe me, we have no problem traveling to China with a great feeling. We had the same feeling when we had to travel straight after Saudi Arabia game, thanks to Garuda Indonesia waiting for us. And yeah, I mean, when you are getting points and performing good, the travel, the fatigue, you don't feel it. But it's going to be important, the first game against Bahrain, to keep that momentum, to keep the good feeling, and to be able to manage the travel to China and back to Indonesia.